from my kids. But I'm trying. I called them 3 years ago, like 6 months after everything, a million times, and I pretty much call 2 to 3 times a month at this point. When all this was going on and, actively just like happening, I was calling multiple times a day, every day. But I just can't keep that up and do anything else. Like literally I'd be sitting next to an outlet just making that call, and they keep on, all they do is pass the buck and hang up. So we're calling Springfield Attorney General now. We called Chicago 6 times last week. No response back from them again, so, and then we're getting to the photo shoot.
Attorney General's office, this is Josette. How may I help you?
Hi, I'm sorry, what was your name?
Josette.
Okay, and this is the Illinois Attorney General office?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hi, I was calling because I had a question. I was a single mother of 3, raising my children and minding my own business when I started being abused, sexually, physically assaulted, robbed, among other abuses. Hello?
Yes, ma'am, I'm right here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Among other abuses. I called the human trafficking hotline. I called the domestic abuse hotline. I went to the Illinois State's Attorney's office here in Chicago, where I am local to Chicago. This began in May of 2019 and continued through January of 2020. I was recording it all the way documented from 2015 with the Internal Affairs Department because there were a few corrupt officers involved. So Internal Affairs heard the case in 2015, and I was supposed to be protected from some sort of additional corruptions occurring. Unfortunately, that has not been the case, and the opposite kind of occurred. For the first time in my life in 2019, I was attacked violently. I was bludgeoned. I was jumped and stabbed 11 times. My vehicle, Cadillac CTS that I had just paid off, was damaged mechanically, sabotaged numerous times until the point where I ran out of money to fix it, all within a 1-year period. My entire wardrobe, my children's clothing, and our home were taken from us. I was unlawfully evicted by police, people pretending to be police who could furnish no badge or paperwork to prove that they were police. They were actually not police. I used to work with some of them at Alexian Brothers Hospital in my previous career there as a medical assistant in a cardiology center. So I was literally apprehended by someone impersonating law enforcement, held against my will while they tossed through my home, and then ultimately within 30 minutes threw me out into the street, keeping about 3/4 of my belongings and ultimately separating me from the 3 children that I not only birthed but raised full-time, as the primary custodial parent their entire lives. Now I have over 100 police reports on files. I've been raped since that unlawful eviction and unlawful displacement. I've been robbed. I've been beaten. And there's been a lot that's gone on and basically just left to die in the street. It's been reported. I went to the Daily Center and filed 6 formal petitions, also on camera, and posted it to social media so that I had witnesses, because it was numerous times there was a claim made that I was lying and that I never went and filed formal petitions electronically or otherwise. So I did it 6 more times on camera and with witnesses in person. To this day...
My question is, because you've been through so much, what is it that we can do?
Right. Well, obviously giving me a court date so that all of the people who abused me, who raped me, who robbed me would be held liable and forced to pay back all of the money that I lost as a result of the abuse. All of the jobs that I've been chased out of. There have been 20 jobs that I've been harassed, bullied, or forced out of since that time. They're making it impossible for me to live, for me to eat, for me to support my 3 children. So I'm not a criminal by nature. I don't think any of us are. But for me to steal even like an apple is terrifying. I'm in a heightened state of anxiety all the time and constantly faced with the decision of starving or stealing food. And like I said, I have a college education. I have 3 children. So
I understand, but I think that the Attorney General's office, what we handle is fraudulent cases against the business. that being said, have you tried to get your own attorney?
Yeah, numerous attorneys have taken the case and been chased off the case. This is corruption. I think that there's some sort of, I don't know what, some sort of extortion, money incentive. They're using sex. I know for a fact, I have on video numerous hours of public officials getting some sort of favorable treatment sexually combined with some sort of exploitation following the sexual treatment. So what they're doing is they are luring these public figures with families into precarious sexual situations, catching them on hidden cameras, and then saying, if you fix this for this girl, or if you testify as a witness for this girl, then all this business is going to be aired. So every attorney that I've had, there have been 5. My primary attorney is Nick Albuquerque. He's been my attorney since the internal affairs case of 2015. They're all like doing their best to help me, but like from a place of hiding almost. It's terrifying.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Because I wanted to see where I could get you that you can get the most help.
Mm-hmm.
We have either constituent services that I'm thinking the governor's citizen assistance.
Okay.
Governor of Illinois citizens assistance.
Whatever I'm supposed to do, I will do it. I'm not,
Right.
I just don't know what to do.
Understood. And I think this is going to help because yours is such a broad situation, and you have a lot of complaints against the politicians, the police, different things like that. So let's get you kind of higher up. Let's put you, I'm going to give you the governor's citizens assistance and see where they go with you, okay?
Okay, and just so you know, I actually, like, as angry as I am that those situations resulted in bodily harm to myself and other things, I understand it. Like, the extortion that they're dealing with is awful. If I was in that position, I don't know what I would do, but it's ruining my life, and none of them seem to be strong enough, myself included, to withstand. We've all made mistakes, and people are leveraging those mistakes to ruin innocent people's lives, and it's awful.
It's an awful thing. Let me get you to constituent services. Give me just one moment, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Managing department?
Constituent services.
Good. Morning, Office of the Illinois Attorney General.
Hi, my name is Heather Gillespie. I just spoke with someone at length about a list of victimizations that I have endured over the past nearly 4 years. It's been 3.5 years. It'll be 4 years beginning January of 2020.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. A list of
abuses. So just to name a few, I've been bludgeoned, jumped and stabbed 11 times by 3 women with screwdrivers, punched in the top of my head while I was sleeping, my car mechanically sabotaged, stalked and harassed into a gated community where my car was destroyed cosmetically as well as mechanically, chased by people impersonating officers, wearing fake officer uniforms, grabbing me by my throat, slamming me against the wall, throwing me out of my own apartment that I had a legal lease and rental receipts to. I'm sorry?
What is it looking for from the Attorney General?
I mean, isn't it obvious? If you were a victim of those things and you had filed hundreds of police reports and 6 formal petitions with your local court system and you were being refused a court date, what would it be that you wanted?
I'm not able to answer that question because I was not aware of that. You just named all the things that happened to you. You had not said who you had reported this to, who did it.
You interrupted and didn't let me finish. I was literally mid-sentence.
Well, the reason why I was saying that because all of what you're saying falls out of the statutory authority of the Attorney General's office.
Okay, well, you're the third person who I've spoken with in the last 2 weeks from as some sort of representative of the state of.
But I'm saying this office has no jurisdiction, unfortunately.
Okay, great. So if you'll stop talking now, I'll ask another question. So who would I report these?
I will not stop talking. You're rushing me to be quiet, and I'm saying to you that what you're saying, and I have empathy for you, we have no jurisdiction.
Again, I didn't ask you if you have jurisdiction. What's your name, ma'am?
There's nothing that we can do, ma'am.
This is a corruption trap. What's the phone number and who do I call to report these abuses? And what is your name?
Ma'am,
Are you refusing to provide your name?
Ma'am, you asked for the phone number.
I asked for your name, please. Are you refusing to provide your name?
This is what you do.
Are you refusing to provide your
I'm
name?
giving you the phone number first.
May I please have your name?
Does not mean that I won't give you my name.
Okay, well, can I have your name, please?
B12-814-3000.
And your name, please.
My name is Dorothy.
And who are you, Dorothy? What's your title?
Director of Constituent Services.
So you're the Director of Constituent Services for the state of Illinois, and after...
No, ma'am, not for the state of Illinois, for the Illinois Attorney General's office.
For the Illinois Attorney General office, and what you're telling me after hearing that I've reported to hundreds of different law enforcement officers, formal petitions filed both in person and electronically, on video, displayed on social media, and live broadcasted, refusal of providing any sort of court date or assistance, robbing me of my Cadillac CTS and my home, throwing me into the street, unlawful eviction, and that there is nothing you can do.
None of that has anything to do with the Illinois Attorney General.
You have a great day, Dorothy. I look forward to suing you.